Hi again. Let's talk about typography a little bit more. So one of the things that happens on your websites is that you're kind of sick and tired of Helvetica or Times or Georgia or Verdana or Arial. God, right? There's those fonts, you see them all the time. They just don't look that great. What can you do? Well, you know what? Google provides I said Google. Wait, let's Google provides a bunch of fonts online that you can use. I'm going to go to Google Fonts here, and you can see these are some fonts that they have. Some of them are a little ridiculous. That might be good for a headline. We're probably not going to use that too much. This one looks nice, though. Open Sans, right? Um, Cormorant, Garamond doesn't look that great. Roboto looks pretty good. Slabo might be good. I like that. Lato is good, right? So some of these look really good. Um, you can search through these. They have hundreds of fonts here, okay? And some of them are really good. Some of them are a little goofy, like that might be good for a headline. You don't want to do your body copy in this font here. It's a little too heavy, especially at a small size, like that's not going to look good. You can see the way the characters run into each other there. So we got to make this font pretty big, or it's going to just look kind of, I don't know, a little too muddy or something, right? So you can go through these and look at them. Like lobster might make a good headline. You know, what else do they have here? Pacifico might be good for a headline. Um, this might be good for body copy, right? Maybe Carla might be good for body copy. Find something that you like. Don't get something too crazy. Like you don't want to go nuts with these hand-drawn fonts, right? Like those, this might be good for a call out or like a block quote or something. But we don't want to do our whole page written that way, right? Same thing with this, right? This might be good for a headline. This also may be a headline, not for the body copy, okay? Special occasion, right? So you can search through these. You can view them too in detail. So let's go find one here. Like I like this one for a headline. So maybe this, right? We're not going to use that for the body, but we could use it for a headline. So if you click on the font name, it'll take you to a detail page here, and you can see what all the characters look like. So the glyphs are essentially like all the characters in the set. Okay. You can see some styles here, and you can even type in some names. So you can say like hello world, so you can have your sample text, right? And then they've got a little slider here so you can set the font size. So yeah, when we get into this size, this font looks pretty good. When we get down here, it just doesn't look that great. It's hard to read, right? Okay. They have some other options here. It says, popular pairings. So, if you wanted to pair this, like you wanted to use this with a headline, then you could have a font here that maybe goes with it for body copy, right? And they give you some options here. So they're saying like Roboto, Lato, Railway, and Lobster maybe. I think Lobster is probably not a good choice, right? This looks good though. Like we could go with Roboto, Lato maybe, right? Railway maybe, right? Yeah, I think that looks all right. So anyway, so there's some fonts there. And you can save a font. So if you like that one, you can put that aside, right? Go back to Google Fonts here and kind of search through some other stuff. Let's see, what else do we have here? Let's look at Open Sans. That one's really popular. People use this a lot. Oh, there's our whole character set there. Here are the different styles for Roboto. So Roboto has a whole bunch of styles. It's got light italic, regular, semi-bold, bold, extra bold, italic, right? So this gives you a lot of choices. What's nice about these fonts here is, if you want to have a really consistent headline that goes with the body copy, you can use the same family. So you could use extra bold for headlines and then light or regular for your body copy, and then those, those are going to work together because they come from the same family, right? And then again, you can kind of match them up here, right? And you can see what they look like. And they give you some other information here about usage, like who's using it and how long it takes to load maybe. I forget, they have some other options there, right? So anyway, we'll save that one too. We like that, right? And and you can just explore through here and see what fonts you like. These fonts load off the web, so So what's nice is, you don't actually have to have the font files on your server, right? We'll just provide a link, and I'll show you. I'll do that in another video as a separate tutorial, right? If you're searching these too, you can also choose your category here. So if you know that you're looking for a sans serif font, then you can kind of turn off these other fonts here, and the listing here will only be sans serifs, or maybe you want to have a monospace font. So you want to just take a look at all their monospace options there, right? Handwriting fonts, display fonts, right? Okay. So anyway, so have fun with that and take a look through all these and see what you can find.